From the fall chill of Kentucky, it was back to the warmth of South Florida for the 1992 edition. Sheik Albadoo returned to defend his title at Gulfstream in the sprint, but the favorite was Rubiano, the top sprinter in the East.
Sprint, and they're off, and Rubiano came out like a rocket, and Mia Farah is also right there with 30 Slews in between those two. But it's the filly Mia Farah who takes the lead. 30 Slews is now running second, Arrowtown toward the inside third, Cardmania fourth, Sheik Albadoo is fifth. LBO sixth toward the inside. Super Strike is seventh on the outside. He's about 7 lengths from the lead. Grace Loopy is running eighth. Mr. Brooks is down on the inside. He's ninth. Furiously is 10th, and he's in behind horses. Rubiano is 11th, but he's clear of trouble on the outside. Salt Lake is 12th. Canadian King Corey is 13th. And the late running Senior Speedy trails the field. A dazzling opening quarter here of 21 and 3. And the filly Mia Farah flaunting her speed as they come to the top of the stretch. She leads by 2. LBO is putting in a run toward the inside. 30 Slews is set down for the drive. Sheik Albadoo is coming with his run down the center of the racetrack. Then Super Strike. Rubiano's 8 lengths from the lead. And it's Mia Farah leading the way with the 16th to come. 30 Slews, her only challenger. Mia Farah trying to hold. 30 Slews surges to victory. It's 30 Slews who wins by a neck. Mia Farah was again second, and Rubiano was third, and the time was 1:08 and 1.
Entering the final turn, Mr. Brooks had fallen, and concern for the condition of the riding legend, Lester Piggott, overwhelmed interest in the outcome of the race as he was taken to the hospital. It was the first serious injury to a jockey in the history of the Breeders' Cup. He would recover from a broken collarbone to ride the following year. For the winning 30 Slews, who had missed most of the year with injuries, the performance capped an outstanding comeback. Alan Paulson was the half owner of Arazi. Paying a high compliment, he called Eliza, sent off at 6-5 in the juvenile fillies, his female Arazi.
The opening quarter went to 23 seconds flat. There goes Eliza. Pat Valenzuela can hold her no more, and she rushes to the lead with a half mile to run here. And Solid fractions the half in 47 seconds flat, and Eliza's pulling away to a 2-length lead. Educated Risk trying to come after her now, and there goes Educated Risk as they round the far turn. And those two in a confrontation way round the turn. 5 lengths back to Zunipo is running third. Super Gem is putting in a run toward the inside. Then Booley on the outside, and Boots and Jackie, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. And Eliza is put to a drive. Educated Risk is right at her throat as they straighten away into the stretch. And Valenzuela goes to work on Eliza, and Eliza is responding. Educated Risk is full out. Boots and Jackie is closing third, 100 yards from home, and Eliza is home free. Eliza does it. Educated Risk was second. Boots and Jackie closing one.
It was a great moment for Alan Paulson. Under confident handling by Pat Valenzuela, Eliza's victory was easier than the 1-length margin indicated. In the distaff, the 5-year-old mare Paseana was dominant earlier in the year, but 2 recent losses made her second choice in the betting to the New York 3-year-old filly Saratoga Dew.
And Paseana has taken the lead under a cool and confident Chris McCarron. It's Paseana in front as they turn for home. Thought is all out trying to get to her. Saratoga Dew couldn't keep up. Light is in with a chance. Magical Maiden is there on the outside. Marling is still in heavy traffic, but it is Paseana running away from them. 4 lengths clear, 5 lengths clear. Spectacular stretch drive. Versailles Treaty is second. Magical Maiden third. No doubt about the best mare in America. It's Paseana.
Trainer Ron McAnally's mare had returned to her top form. The $200,000 spent by owners Sid and Jenny Craig to supplement her to the race was money well spent. Paseana showing her championship form in the distaff. A disappointing favorite in the Kentucky Derby, Arazi was back to redeem himself as the favorite in the mile.
Lotus Pool shows speed. Lure is right there from the inside, and 49er Days. And there goes Luthier Enchanteur to grab a lead under the line the first time. Three of them now vying for the lead. It's Lure toward the inside now, grabs a short lead. On the outside, 49er Days pressing. Luthier Enchanteur backs off. Arazi is up close, and he hugs the hedge, saving ground all the way. 4 Stars All-Star is running fifth in between horses. Paradise Creek is sixth and gaining ground on the outside. Exit to Nowhere is seventh, about 7 lengths from the lead. Thunder Region is eighth. Selkirk is ninth toward the inside. Lotus Pool is running in 10th. Then Cardoon and Bistro Garden. Brief Truce is second to last, and the trailer is Val Dubois, 15 lengths from Lure, who blazes the way up the backstretch. He got an opening quarter in 22 and 4, and a come and get me half in 45 and 4. They're a half mile out, and Lure leads the way. 49er Days right there. Luthier Enchanteur on the outside. He's right there running in third. Arazi is only 2 lengths from the lead. As they enter the far turn, 4 Stars All-Star is right alongside Arazi. Then it's Paradise Creek and Selkirk, who's in behind a wall of horses. Exit to Nowhere's in cramped quarters, but they have to catch Lure as they turn for home. He spurts away from the field by 4. Luthier Enchanteur is now running second. 49er Days. Arazi does not have it. Paradise Creek on the outside. Lure running a huge race this afternoon. He's in front by 4. Brief Truce is coming fast, but he's coming too late. Lure does it in front running style. He won by 3. Paradise Creek second, followed by Brief Truce.
Arazi had disappointed again, but Lure switched to the turf late in the season, broke from the rail, and had too much speed for this field. A winner on both coasts and in Chicago, Gilded Time was a deserving 2-to-1 favorite in the juvenile.
Moving toward the top of the stretch, it is a River Special in front by a head. Gilded Time is right at his neck on the outside. Caponostro is bravely running in third. Secret Odds toward the inside, then Sea Hero. It's a little-known fact, was fanned 7 wide into the stretch. And it is Gilded Time and River Special. And River Special stubbornly at the inside. Gilded Time on the outside is resolute. It's a little-known fact, is closing fast. But it is Gilded Time. Gilded Time, it's a little-known fact. Gilded Time, undefeated and a champion.
David Milch, a producer of Hill Street Blues, had seen his horse, Gilded Time, go undefeated as a 2-year-old. It was a moment of which owners dream.
Open him up, Chris. Open him, Chris. Now, come on, now, Chris. Now, Chris. Now, Chris. Now. Now. Hang on. We got it.
For Chris McCarron, his 3rd Breeders' Cup win. Canada's Sky Classic was a force to be reckoned with in the turf. He had 5 wins in 2 seconds in 7 starts leading up to the race, and was the only odds-on favorite of the day.
They've run 3 quarters in 1, 11 and 2/5 seconds. And the big favorite Sky Classic right there in behind the lead. He's yet to make his run as they move into the far turn. Solar Splendors toward the inside. The Arc winner Subotica is in perfect striking position on the outside. The cadence quickens and the duel intensifies on the turn. And Navarone surges to the lead midway round the far turn. And Sky Classic has a clear aim to him as they move toward the top of the stretch. Subotica's on the outside third. Daros is done, and Fraze moves into contention. Navarone turns for home in front with Sky Classic running by him. Sky Classic takes the lead, but Fraze is coming up the inside, and Quest for Fame is closing third. Sky Classic fully extended. Fraze on the inside, and Fraze lifts Sky Classic in the last stride of the Breeders' Cup turf.
Fraze was last after a half mile, but got up to gain the decision by a nose. A $2.9 million yearling, AP Indy, had won the Belmont Stakes and Santa Anita Derby earlier in the year. To win Horse of the Year, he would have to reverse a loss to the 5-year-old Pleasant Tap in the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
In the game, and they are off in the 9th Breeders' Cup Classic. And AP Indy breaks well today, comes out running for the lead. Jolie's Halo with good speed as well. Defensive play is there toward the inside. Thunder Rumble is up close to a strong early pace here as they race by the stands for the first time. It's Jolie's Halo and Thunder Rumble, and those two hook up in an early duel. Defensive play is in behind him. Sultry Song is now moving into 3rd. Technology is 4 wide, running in 4th. Then toward the inside, defensive play is 5th. AP Indy is running 6th. Jalifa is a wide 7th. Zoman is up close to an early pace. Marquetry's there on the outside. And then it's Pleasant Tap. He's running now in 11th position. He's only about 8 lengths from the early lead. European Rodrigo Di Triano's to his outside. Then it's 5 lengths to Rain Road. And far, far behind is Strike the Gold. He's already 20 out of it. And the half went in 45 and 4. A sizzling pace here as they move into the backstretch. Thunder Rumble is pressed hard under intense pressure from Jolie's Halo. Technology is trying to keep pace in 3rd. Defensive play is right there now, racing in 4th position. Sultry Song is 5th. Zoman is only 5 lengths from the lead. Jolifa's moving strongly as they move into the far turn. AP Indy's dropped back in the pack. Pleasant Tap is in between horses. Now he's still about 7 lengths from the lead. And then it's Marquetry as they're on the far turn. And Thunder Rumble rolls to a 2-length lead now. Defensive play has moved in toward the inside. Jolie's Halo's in it all out drive. He's working hard to keep up. AP Indy is finding his best stride. And he's moving powerfully in between horses as they move toward the top of the stretch in this 9th Breeders' Cup Classic. Defensive play. Thunder Rumble still there. AP Indy's in an all-out drive. And Pleasant Tap is coming with giant strides on the inside. They're coming to the finish. It is AP Indy in front. Pleasant Tap, one last run at him. AP Indy wins the Breeders' Cup Classic by 3 conclusive lengths.
They finished 1-2 as expected, but this time it was AP Indy over Pleasant Tap. The 3-year-old on his way to Horse of the Year as the sun set on another Breeders' Cup day at Gulfstream Park. Turn, Mr. Brooks had fallen, and concern for the condition of the riding legend, Lester Piggott, overwhelmed interest in the outcome of the race as he was taken to the hospital. It was the first serious injury to a jockey in the history of the Breeders' Cup. He would recover from a broken collarbone to ride the following year. For the winning 30 Slews, who had missed most of the year with injuries, the performance capped an outstanding comeback.
Rubiano is 11th, but he's clear of trouble on the outside. Salt Lake is 12th. Canadian King Corey is 13th, and the late running Senior Speedy trails the field. A dazzling opening quarter here of 21 and 3, and the filly Mia Farrow flaunting her speed as they come to the top of the stretch. She leads by 2. LBO is putting in a run toward the inside. 30 Slews is set down for the drive. Sheikh Al-Badu is coming with his run down the center of the racetrack. Then Super Strike. Rubiano's 8 lengths from the lead, and it's Mia Farrow leading the way with the 16th to come. 30 Slews, her only challenger. Mia Farrow trying to hold. 30 Slews surges to victory. It's 30 Slews who wins by a neck. Mia Farrow is again 2nd, and Rubiano was 3rd, and the time was 1:08 and 1.
Entering the final from the fall chill of Kentucky, it was back to the warmth of South Florida for the 1992 edition. Sheikh Al-Badu returned to defend his title at Gulfstream in the sprint, but the favorite was Rubiano, the top sprinter in the East.
And they're off, and Rubiano came out like a rocket. And Mia Farrow is also right there with 30 Slews in between those two. But it's the filly Mia Farrow who takes the lead. 30 Slews is now running 2nd. Arrowtown toward the inside 3rd. Cardmania 4th. Sheikh Al-Badu is 5th. LBO 6th toward the inside. Super Strike is 7th on the outside. He's about 7 lengths from the lead. Grace Loopy is running 8th. Mr. Brooks is down on the inside. He's 9th. Furiously is 10th, and he's in behind horses